Do you want to buy Tesla stock, but you're not sure if this is the ideal time to do so? Don't let the dramatic drops in the price of Tesla's shares in recent weeks deter you from investing in the company. Investing in Tesla shares now may present a great chance to retire wealthy with substantial profits in the road. As a result of the company's partnerships and market expansion, some experts believe Tesla's stock price might reach $1,000 by 2030 or even over $830 by 2025. Would you like to know how much Tesla stock you need to retire and live a comfortable life? If so, you've arrived at the ideal location. We'll go into great detail on this subject in this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel and enjoy our videos as we walk you through the computations. In North America, the average monthly cost of living for a family of two is more than $5,000 or $60,000. If, on the other hand, you are retiring alone, your costs will be smaller, about $3,200 a month or $40,000 annually after accounting for inflation at the rate of 3% through 2030. If, in retirement, you decide you want to take out $5,000 a month to spend on pleasure, you can put that money into the S&P 500, which yields a 7% average annual return. As a result, in order to get $850,000 by 2030, you'll need to sell roughly $850,000 worth of Tesla shares and use the proceeds to invest in the S&P 500, which yields a 7% return. Several estimates indicate that the funds should endure for up to 50 years. Using this data, we can determine the best period of time to think about retiring with $850,000 in Tesla stock, a 7% annual return, and a $3,200 monthly spending cap. Now let's calculate the number of Tesla shares you'll require for a comfortable retirement. By 2030, complete self-driving FSD for Tesla vehicles should cost about $28 based on lower-end forecasts of $850,000 and a 7% annual return in an index fund linked to the S&P 500. This is based on the present trajectory of FSD price rises annually. This indicates Tesla's level of confidence in FSD's probable success. But if FSD performs as well as expected, it will be a huge source of income for Tesla akin to a cash cow. The sales of cars in FSD will provide the revenue. By 2030, assuming a conservative profit margin of 25%, the net income from each vehicle sold will be roughly $12,500, assuming that the typical vehicle sold will cost $50,000. Although it is improbable, 1.5 billion shares might be in circulation, as Tesla might choose to reduce its share count through dividends or buybacks. The price-to-earnings PE ratio is maintained at a cautious level of 40, and the earnings per share EPS is calculated using the outstanding shares prior to the stock split. But by 2030, it's anticipated that Tesla's shares will be valued at more over $50. The research solely takes into account the food and auto sales industries because there is not enough information available for other industries like robotaxis, Tesla insurance, and Tesla bots. Based on the facts at hand, the data supplied is regarded as a minimum estimate and is trustworthy. Let's talk about the minimum number of Tesla shares required for your eventual retirement. By 2030, if Tesla sells 20 million cars, its stock price will be about $450. It's hard to imagine that an automobile business could sell that many cars, even though it's conceivable. With a market worth of about $20 trillion, the stock price would be about $13,000 per share if we assume that they sell 30 million cars, which is a more realistic number than 55 million. Due to the outstanding number of shares, the market capitalization is currently relatively large, but it is anticipated to decline in the future. The stock prices ought likely be steady, though. By 2030, you will require $850,000 if you wish to live off of $5,000. In the worst situation, you will only require 297 shares, or just over $59,400. Investing $59,400 today might yield $850,000 in the next 8 years. After that, you could put it into the S&P 500 and get at least a 7% return. You're officially retired. Assuming you make a commitment to invest your money sensibly and refrain from wasting it, you would only require 230 shares or around $47,400 in the base scenario. If they sell 25 million cars over the following 8 years, this investment might return more than 10 times its worth. If they sell 30 million, it could return 66 times its value. By 2030, $48,000 invested today might generate $850,000. All of this is based on the supposition that you reinvested your Tesla gains in an S&P 500 index-linked index fund. However, if you decide to take a lump sum approach and don't reinvest the gains, most people need about $1.7 million to last well into retirement, according to recent studies. The level of comfort you can achieve upon retiring with $1.7 million is contingent upon your financial objectives, spending patterns, and way of life. Your retirement assets of $1.7 million represent a sizable nest egg that, with careful management, may support a comfortable retirement lifestyle. With a 4% yearly withdrawal rate and a $1.7 million retirement portfolio, you can make $68,000 per year if you don't have any large bills or liabilities. Your needs in terms of money and lifestyle will determine whether or not this is sufficient for a comfortable retirement. If you have already invested, I would advise against logging in if there is another 50% collapse in the market. The timing of this is uncertain. It might occur within the next year, 2 years, or even 3 years. But given the strength of the American stock market, it is a guarantee. Please be aware that due to a lack of precise data, our research is only based on the FSD and cars. It does not include Tesla insurance, robotaxi, Tesla, or solar energy storage. Therefore, the only variables that matter to our analysis are Tesla's FSD auto sales. As it helps prevent any future regrets of leaning too heavily on the best case scenario, I like to remain conservative and lean towards the bear case. Just 300 shares would be required in the bear situation. For 8 or 10 years, hold on to them worry-free, you'll be good. The $800,000 worth of your shares will probably rise during the next 5 years if you decide not to sell by 2030. Since Tesla is a long-lasting company, we anticipate that it will continue to play a big role in the global effort to solve problems for years to come. Therefore, it is quite unlikely that Tesla will collapse or be permitted to fail. Whether Tesla is a fantastic firm to buy, the numbers indicate that this may be a terrific time to buy the shares. Several bull markets have been spurred by Tesla's performance, even though some analysts believe the firm is overvalued. In order to increase output and increase its market share, the EV has partnered with companies including NIO, Rivian, and Lucid. Predictions from pocket investors indicate that by 2025, the stock price might rise above $830. Rivian is a more recent business that specializes in electric trucks and SUVs, whereas Tesla is a well-known manufacturer of electric vehicles. Conversely, NIO is an electric vehicle company based in Europe that prioritizes environmentally friendly transportation options. Despite their differences, the businesses are all a part of the greater movement towards sustainable transportation and electric cars. According on their resumes, celebrities like Kathy Wood believe that the stock price will surpass $1,000 by 2030. It's plausible that they have a valid prediction. The company has recently exceeded market forecasts in the last 2 years, having delivered 108,600 cars in the most recent quarter. Tesla is trying to increase the availability and ubiquity of renewable energy, creating effective solar panels, lithium-ion batteries that can be recharged, large-scale energy storage options, and a network of fast charging stations are a few of these. Additionally, Tesla is making significant investments in R&D to raise the cost and efficiency of renewable energy sources. The corporation is investigating novel approaches to incorporate renewable energy sources into its grid and is also working on developing new battery technology. Tesla wants to minimize the world's dependency on fossil fuels and expedite the shift to sustainable energy. A common desire is to be able to enjoy retirement free from financial concerns. Many retirees still need to create a retirement plan, though, as very few people take the required actions to make that goal a reality. As this isn't always the case, it's critical to prepare for the future by making wise investments. Thus, you can figure out how many Teslas you'll need to keep up your quality of life after retirement based on your annual expenses. Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy this video. In the following video, I'll see you. Tell me if you require any other changes.